Hi, here's your homework help for homework number 25. This week we have a lot of our 2D shapes and our measurement conversions because these are our last two units that we're wrapping up before we do star review next week. So let's take a look. You are going to need your star reference sheet, so I would make sure it's going home with you this week. Okay. On the first one, it says a two-dimensional figure is shown below, which lists classifications for the figure. Okay, I can see that it has four sides. Might help if I turn on my pen. Okay, I can see it has four sides. I can see it has four vertices. So quadrilateral works. Okay, then let's see. Let me get an eraser so I can kind of look at these sides here. Okay, so I see on answer option A, the next choice is parallelogram. So parallelogram is a quadrilateral with two pair of parallel sides. So let's check on that. Those are parallel to one another, so that works. Okay, parallelogram works. So check, check. Looking at this, there are technically two correct answer options on here. So look at the sides again. And I see, oh, no, there's not. No, there's not. No, there's not. Okay. I can see this side and this side are the same length as this side and this side, which would make it a rhombus. So those all work. Our distractor here was, our distractor here was C because a square is always a rhombus, but this one does not have the right angles. The right angles don't work. So our correct answer was going to be D. This is not a trapezoid. It cannot be a parallelogram and a trapezoid. Okay, looking at the next one. You are going to need your star reference sheet for this one. And it says, Sylvester made 104 ounces of hot chocolate. How many cups of hot chocolate did Sylvester make? Okay, we're going to make our input-output table. I'm going to look at capacity on my star reference sheet because cups to fluid ounces is capacity. There are also ounces that are in weight, but it's different ounces. When we're talking cups here, we're talking fluid. Okay, so I can see that cups are larger, so they're going to go on the left, and ounces are going to go on the right. And my star reference sheet says if I have 1 cup, I have 8 ounces. So if I have 2 cups, I have 16. Well, I need to know how many would go over here if I have 104 over in the ounces column. So to work backwards like that, we're going to need to divide 104 divided by 8 because that's how many ounces are in each cup. If you need further help with this problem, let me know. Next, Ricardo had 2 1/3 pounds of cornmeal. He used 1 3/4 pounds to make corn tortillas. How much cornmeal does Ricardo have left? So we're subtracting here 2 1/3 minus 1 3/4. So step 1, ratio table. I'm going to start with 1/3 because the denominator is lower. And I'm going to do Okay, and now I'm going to do 3/4. Do I have a match on the denominator? No, I'm going to keep going. Okay, now I do. Here and here. So we need to rewrite our problem. 2 4/12 minus 1 9/12. So 9 is greater than 4, so I have to use my number line. I'm going to make a little space for my number line here. Okay. And I'm going to start at my lower number, which is 1 9/12. And I'm going to jump to my closest whole number to that. So if I'm counting 1, I'm jumping to 2. Now I need to figure out how far I jumped. If my puzzle has 12 pieces and we've got 9 put together, I need 3 to finish the puzzle. And my denominator never changes. So now I'm going to jump from 2 to 2 4/12 because that's where I'm trying to land. That gives me 4/12. Now I just add these together for a final answer of 7/12. Okay. Next, you will need your star reference sheet for this one. It says Yvette needed 500 centimeters of ribbon. How many millimeters of ribbon did she need? Make your input-output table. Look at your star reference sheet. This one's going to be under length. And I see centimeters to millimeters. So centimeters are larger, so they're going to go on the left. And millimeters are going to, that's an M, are going to go on the right. And my star reference sheet tells me that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Okay, so if I have 2 centimeters, I have 20 millimeters. If I have 3 centimeters, I have 30. So what if I have 500 over here? What could we do to figure it out? Simple, 500 times 10, because we're getting larger. Let me know if you need any additional help on that problem. Next, a two-dimensional figure is shown below. Which classification describes this figure? Okay, I see the first thing that I notice is I see these congruency lines here. That is telling me all 3 sides are equal to one another. Well, if all 3 sides are equal, that's an equilateral triangle. I only see one answer option with that. I know it cannot be scaling. Okay, but what did we say? Could it still be isosceles? Yeah, because 2 of the sides are still congruent, this side and this side, or this side and this side, or however you want to look at it. It still has 2 sides equal, so I'm going to double check that A and D are not our correct answers first. A says isosceles obtuse. Are there any obtuse angles here? Obtuse is greater than 90 degrees. No. Okay, let's look at D. Are there any right angles? A 90-degree angle? A square angle? No. The correct answer is C, acute, equilateral. All 3 sides are equal in length, and acute. All 3 angles are acute, less than 90 degrees. Okay. Next, round 54 236 thousandths to the nearest hundredth. Okay, our 3 is in our hundredths place, so everything in front is going to stay the same. Then we're going to look next door. 5 or greater, add 1 more. 4 or less, let it rest. This is going to become a 4, and this 6 is going to fall away or it can turn to 0. Next. Which statement must be true about a parallelogram that has 4 right angles? Okay, think about your hierarchy. If we have a quadrilateral here, and we have a trapezoid here, a parallelogram here, and then from there, we have a rectangle, and we have rhombus, and then from there, we have square. So think about a parallelogram that has 4 right angles. Does a rhombus have 4 right angles? No. Okay, so I can get rid of that. And trapezoid is not a parallelogram. So we are stuck here with a rectangle or a square. The correct answer is going to be rectangle, although a square is technically also correct because a square is a rectangle, which is also a parallelogram, which is a quadrilateral. So either of these would be correct, but the actual answer we're looking for here is B. Okay, next. Alberto ran a race in 17 and 6/10 seconds. Jake ran the race in 18 and 307,000 seconds. Morris ran the race in a time that was greater than Alberto's, but less than Jake. So which of these could represent the times the boys raced? Okay, well, in all the answer options, I see 17 and 6/10, which we need, and I see 18 and 307 thousandths, which we need. So I'm looking for the one that makes the statement true. Okay, so we are going to look. What I would like to do is line these up like this. I'm going to put in my phantoms. Okay, looking at A, it says 17 and then it has 54 thousandths. Well, look here, 0, 6. That does not work. That one is less than 17 and 6/10. Okay, so it cannot be A. Let's look at B. B has 18 and 4/10, so I'm going to put in my phantoms. 4 is greater than 3, so that one does not work. It would not fall in between these two numbers. Okay, let's look at C. We have 17 and 39 hundredths. I'm going to put in my phantom. 6 is greater than 3. This one does not work. It would not fall in between these two numbers on the number line. Okay, so let's make sure we didn't make a mistake. So let's put 18 and 21 hundredths. Put in my phantom. 18 is greater than 17, so that works. And then 2 is less than 3. D would be our answer. Next, Rachel's dog weighs 69 pounds. How many ounces does her dog weigh? You need your star reference sheet. We're going to make an input-output table. I'm going to look on weight and capacity because it's pounds to ounces, and I can see that pounds are greater than ounces. So my pounds are going to go on the left, my ounces are going to go on the right. And I see that if I have 1 pound, I have 16 ounces. So if I have 2 pounds, I would have 32 ounces. I need to know all the way to 69 pounds how many ounces that would be. I can see my rule is times 16. So I'm going to do 69 times 16. If you need to do an area model for this problem, that's fine. You're going to do 60 plus 9 times 10 plus 6. Let me know if you need any additional help with that problem. Okay. Thursday only has 2 problems, so let's take a look. Constance made a table to classify different types of triangles. So I see it says triangle classification by length of sides, and it says isosceles and scalene. So remember, I saw 2 sleeves are isosceles, scalene, all the sides are different. And then over here, it says triangle classification by angle measures, and then it says acute and obtuse. Okay. Which triangle completes the table? So for right here, I need to find an isosceles obtuse. So a triangle that has 2 sleeves, right? 2 sides the same with an obtuse angle. Well, I know immediately I can get rid of J because I see that all 3 sides are equal. And I can get rid of G because I see that none of the sides are the same. Okay? So I need to look at F and H. Both of these are isosceles. Okay, so now what is obtuse? Obtuse is greater than is greater than 90 degrees. Greater than 90 degrees. So which of these two, F or H, has an obtuse angle? It's going to be F. Right here, I can see that this sits wider. All of these are little on H. Okay, and last problem for the week. The base of a raised herb garden bed is 6 feet by 4 feet. The height of the garden bed is 2 feet. How many cubic feet of soil are needed to fill the garden bed? I think we did this on word problem last week. Okay, so I'm going to draw my picture, my raised bed, and I can see it's 6 by 4 by 2. I want to know how many cubic feet would fill this up. So that's volume, length, times width, times height. So 6 times 4 times 2. Let me know if you need any more help with any of these problems. Bye.